Yes, try to get money from J-Boy would be like pulling teeth. So, fuck it. We're just done with that game. You want to find fish. You want to find people who have that VPIP of at least 30. Ideally 40, 50. Maybe guys like player 1 on table 3 running a 60. That's where it's going to be easy. A lot easier. You're nitty. If this guy was sitting out this hand and this guy's on the button, I like to defend. If the guy was not sitting out and he's raising from the cutoff, then I'm not as big a fan. So is this guy aggressive than the anonymous table? No, he's just kind of like collie. Okay. No! Misclick. Fuck. Meant to bet $2 there. I guess I'll just stick with the theme of betting small now. And yeah, he's passive, so I have to control the betting lead. And yeah, if he turned a flush, I'm not in great shape, but I think he's peeling with a lot more hands on the flop than just flush draws. Okay. 10 check back. Boy, that game. Okay. No spade. I'm betting min because I can. Ship it. Okay, we have a limp from the really loose player on the anonymous table, so we're going to punish that by raising our ace-jack for value. Come on, pair. Come on, pair. No pair? Come on, man. Shit. On table 5 there, if the opener had been more deep stack, I probably would have peeled with the Jack 10 suited. But on 40 blinds, didn't want to do it. Although, shallower we are, the more value there is to making top pair. Okay. Do I think Lucky Luke turned a heart draw and that's why he's checking back? Or do I think, and he's calling, or do I think it's because he checked back the flop with some sort of showdown value hand? I think it's more likely to be the latter. Wow, set against flush. Boat! Jeej, bro. Pretty sick. Really sick that they're just limp calling with that shit in the first place. So what did we have here? Yeah, he checked back showdown value on the flop, was trying to pot control, so he extracted max value. If we check the river, ooh, do I squeeze? Yeah, let's just see a flop a million ways. I'm cool with that. Don't have to re-raise and squeeze just because you have a good hand. You got to look at who's in the pot, and what their ranges are, and whether you think you can extract more value by bigging up that pot, or if you think you can extract more value by just keeping everyone in there. A value bet table 4. And we get a fold. Yeah, right, bro. 50 cent. I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms you can't see, 'cause I'm a motherfucking G-R-I-N-D. Whoa. Wonder what this guy's checking and cold calling with. I do have to keep in mind that we saw this flop like 4 ways, so that makes it more likely that people have hit it pretty hard. My plan on the turn, I didn't love the idea of betting and getting raised, so I checked with the intention of check calling, and on this river obviously I have the nuts, so we're just going to value bet. There is of course the option of check raising the river if I thought he had a 4, but given how quickly he checked back the turn, I didn't think that was the case. I also think on that river, I don't think he's going to bet if he snap checked back the turn. And we saw he did have 2 pair, so although his stats are passive, it is possible he may have shoved over my turn bet. And also I just didn't have the best hand on the turn, so that's kind of, whoa, Player 1 has been replaced by someone new. Did you guys catch that? If you didn't, rewind the video. Check it again. So yeah, although with the wheel completing card coming on the board, it's not that likely he would have raised. He may have wanted to protect his hand and opted to raise the turn, and that would have really sucked getting raised there with such a strong hand. And apparently Betfair 20 looks to be pretty fishy, playing 44-11, so I'm probably just going to go for 3 streets of value. And we induce the squeeze from the shorty. He probably has a real hand, but let's just hope it's ace-queen and not a pair. Wow, talk about a pair. Nice hand, buds. Nice hand. And on table 1, although this guy is like loose and kind of bad, I find they tend to like calling down and raising me. I don't know. I think raising is more likely to be trying to build up that pot with a big hand, so I'm going to fold. Whoa! It's a crazy fucking bet, man. God. Whatever. Yeah. What are you... Oh my god. How does that shit get rewarded? That's like the dumbest play ever. And they're just like, yeah, you deserve the pot. You limp call your king, queen of diamonds. You earned it, buddy. Take it. I guess I shouldn't be upset because it encourages players like this to keep playing the way they're playing and doing the stupid moves they're doing. But I mean, come on, dude. Give me the 30 bucks. I played that hand real nice. I should get rewarded for it. Does that sound like anyone you know? Yourself, perhaps? It's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Appears I have to reload because I've been getting crushed on these beats. Take it to showdown. Or? Full pot. I can respect that. Dear blind. Wow. 17% 3-bet. It's a small sample though. And he is 3-betting against the under the gun open. So I will release. Oh, and look. This short stack hit and ran. What a surprise. Piece of shit. Sorry. I shouldn't say things like that. Oh, we got 3-bet by a fucking nit. I can't fold ace king. Gotta at least see a flop. Wow. 23-17-4. That is tight. It's really tight. And his 3-bet my under the gun open. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Respect the stats. That should be it. There's small blind open. Hundo. Well, if there's one spot where it's good to 3-bet, like, it's blind versus blind. You're closing the action. Well, you're not closing the action, but your last act, there's no players behind you. You're guaranteed position for the rest of the hand. The guy who opened probably has a wide range, and he's going to have to be playing the pot out of position. It's a good spot. And for that reason, I'm not going to open really wide from my small blind. Whoa, that was a quick call. 4 of a kind. Nice hand. Let's see how he played it. If there's anything to learn from it. Probably not. It's probably just a cooler. But still take a look. Always good to look at hand histories when they pop up, because that's the most honest information you're going to get. So we have open. Ooh, someone's defending queen 5 suited from the small blind. Pretty dumb. Guy flops quads. Checks. Starts building on the turn. And the it's our buddy. It's our buddy who got all our money with king queen and then gave it away to someone who's probably going to be a little harder to get it from. Well, no surprise he didn't hold on to that money for very long, because he was pretty freaking brutal. Topper. Yeah. Probably not folding on table 3. Again, this guy's passive, so we will have to maintain the betting lead. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, that's a brick. Lug size. Let's go. 10 buck. You bet 10 buck. Okay. I call. Nice hand. Oh, it's our short stack friend. It's against him. Oh, I just got $5. Ship it. I think those 4s close. I probably would have folded anyway. The guy's just like really shallow. I don't mean on the like emotional level. I mean stack size. And not looking to call a squeeze with 5s there. So we flopped an up flush draw. We're going to check raise, call it off. Equity's pretty good against everything except for ace, king, and sets. Aces as well. So yeah, let's go. Other option, of course, is to 3-bet and call off pre-flop. I don't know enough about this short stacker. I don't know what types of hands he's 4-betting all in with. If I did, then I could definitely figure out which hands would be best to 3-bet call off with versus flat. And wow, that's so fucking gross. Man, you guys thought Stars was rigged? I'm starting to have my doubts about Titan here. Some sick beats every hand. All the degens are like, yeah, we love to see bad beats. That's what we tuned into this video for, to see the pain. Titan bringing the pain today, that's for sure. And all the serious guys are like, well, I mean, he made the correct play, like positive EV, so F the results. They're not important. That's good. I think this format of video is probably going to attract the biggest mix of viewers. And well, these are the most fun videos to make too, because there's nothing like just firing up some tables, playing a session, trying to own some souls, laugh at how bad other people play, feel the rush of getting in a flip or like getting a sweet suck out. I mean, it's all good times. So I really do enjoy making these sweat videos, and I look forward to making more of them as long as you guys like them. If these videos get like 100 likes, then I'll know that you guys actually like them. If they only get 15, you probably don't like them that much. You know what I'm saying? Talking about gut shots and shit. I wonder how wide this guy's peeling from the big blind. Yeah. He's probably got enough hands that didn't hit this board anyway. Other than like the king X hands that make pairs, a lot of stuff's just like gut shots and stuff. Kind of like what we have. So we turn a double gut shot. He has 9x. He's got gut shots and stuff too, so we'll probably peel with those again. Flush draws keep peeling. I'm gonna check. Let's see on the river. Would he give me credit for an 8? Probably not. I'm probably just done with this hand. Wow, he's giving me such a good price. I only have to be right here like 25% of the time to make this a profitable call. How many hands do you think he has that Queen 10 beats? How many do you think he has that are ahead of Queen 10? Figure it out, and then you can decide whether or not it's profitable to call based on the pot odds you're getting. Grips Poker Training, helping you help yourself. Teaching you how to fish. Small blind peel. Probably strongish range. Let's see, I can fold him off pairs if he calls with them from there. He's probably just going to check call if he has ace queen or any ace, so I can get myself to the river with one bet and also possibly fold out some better hands. I mean, he could also have some worse hands that he peels from the small blind if he's one of those guys who likes to see with like all pocket pairs. But when I check back on the flop, he may just decide to bet because I checked, and then I've put myself in a much more awkward spot where I'm kind of left playing the guessing game and I don't really know exactly what's going on. So yeah, those are all my reasons for why I bet instead of checking. I'm not saying betting is necessarily better than checking, and there are going to be a lot of spots in poker that are close, where one guy's going to think one option's superior and another guy's going to think the other option's superior. The key is if you can find reasons to justify why you did what you did and like strong reasoning for it, then even if it's not the best option, it's probably a good option. It's probably not a terrible option. It's when you're just sitting there like clicking buttons with no reasoning, no rhyme or reason behind it, that you're probably making some poor decisions. Can't get better. Seems like a dude who's gonna fuck around with those stats. So get someone who's just gonna give me a really hard time, blind versus blind, and make me really work for it to try to get the pot. I'm just going to. I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm going to wait to have a strong set of holdings to open the small blind. And that's why it's really important to not just have fixed ranges by position, because you want to be opening different hands depending on who's left to act, who your opponents are likely to be in a hand. It's very, very important stuff to becoming like a really well-rounded and strong poker player. Man, this anonymous table's sweet. Everyone's just like pretty bad. And I think that's a common theme on poker sites, is that the anonymous tables attract a lot more just shooters, you know. Yeah, I know that's the case on Bovada. I think it may be the case on Unibet. I'm gonna check them out. I may do a video on them in the future because their software is pretty smooth and they have the anonymous tables, which are supposed to be pretty good. My plan was to check call a river on table 1. This isn't the best river. It's not the worst one though either. So probably still stick with the plan. Overbet seems kind of unnecessary. So You have to be right here a third of the time. That was not one of the thirds of the time. Well played by him. Well played by him. I guess he felt that my range for calling the river was pretty inelastic. So whatever size he bet, I was in check call mode. As you guys know, I was in check call mode. And if I'm in check call mode, when he's got it, he might as well bet as big as he thinks I can realistically call to extract the maximum value from the hands I'm check calling with. So that was well played, well sized, everything well by him. And as I called it before, can't get me better. He's probably going to be one of those guys who's going to really be messing around blind versus blind, defending a wide range, making it tough on me. Aces. Okay. And that's why I didn't open the JTO. And it appeared that even with the KTS wasn't enough to get it done. Or maybe, you know, I just happened to get fairly unlucky on that board run out. Could I have check folded the river? I'm not sure. Would any of you guys have check folded the river? And if you would check fold the river, is it because of his bet size? Or is it because you saw his cards and you know what he had? Like in the moment, are you check folding that river, or are you usually check calling? And versus what bet sizes does that change? And then think about it. If you're changing, probably gonna do it again. But I mean, he doesn't have too many nines, so we can fire some shells on that board. And then think about it. If you're gonna fold different hands based on like what he bets, then put yourself in his shoes and think about how you can really take advantage of an opponent who thinks like that. So you know, this when the game starts to get deep, and you can really think about strategies you can implement to take advantage of your opponents. And that's what it's all about. So yeah, he had me beat. Yeah, I look like a bit of a goofball for check calling an overbet with nothing but not even top pair anymore. Wow, they did it again on table 2. It's fucked up. But it gets us talking, it gets us thinking, and it gets us learning. And that's what these videos are all about, is expanding your poker mindset. So very happy with the result of that hand. And the ramble segment took me on to